It's time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. A strengthening Clipper storm will shift across the southeastern parts of Canada today and tomorrow with an Arctic cold front crossing the Great Lakes and Northeast. That's going to produce intense bursts of snow and gusty winds. Localized short-duration blizzard conditions are possible with several feet of additional lake-effect snow around the Great Lakes. Dry and warm conditions are expected in the west. Close to home, near to slightly below normal temperatures through Saturday, unsettled weather will make its return on Thursday with isolated to scattered rain showers into Saturday, possibly the coldest air of the season moving in for next week. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. At yesterday's City Commission meeting, well, feathers were definitely ruffled and tempers were triggered over what seems to me that the city is protecting the private property of citizens from vagrancy.
Consider an act upon ordinance 1710 for first publication. It's an ordinance amending Chapter 11 of the Criminal Code, Articles 06-330, obstructing, impeding, or camping in public right-of-ways, and adding Article 09-010-060, regulating camping on public and private property.
But there were some concerns.
Say you have a property owner that has some property that's, west of the tracks over there where it's not bothering anybody, and they give, a homeless person permission to stay there. I don't personally see a problem with that, but this ordinance is going to prohibit that. But that property owner should have the right to do whatever they want with their property. If they want to allow somebody to stay there in a tent or an RV camper or whatever it may be, or a camp trailer, does that make sense?
It does. And I think part of it was just, going back to the enclosed with the KOA, yes, they would fall under the enclosed camping.
Yeah, 030, Section A.
Yeah, 030A. Yeah. Obviously the B is the unenclosed, and it says, and in front yards and unenclosed camping.
Ultimately, it passed 6-1 by all but Josh Reardon. We posted the full audio of this conversation on our YouTube channel. You can also watch the meeting in full on the city's YouTube channel. Yesterday, we discussed the Tularosa Ditch Corporation meeting. I spoke with Mayor Debbie Cooksey last night.
They've never come to me. They wrote me a letter telling me what they were going to do, and I can produce that letter for you and show you what it is. It says, you will take down your fences. We will do this. We will do that. Nothing was asked of us. It was a demand letter. It was not an asking letter. And that's their course. If you watched their meeting and looked at their meeting, it was run like a Gestapo meeting. Nobody could talk. Nobody was allowed to say anything. If you were threatened to be thrown out, which I got threatened to be thrown out because I have a voice and I'm going to use it. And what they were saying was not true. That's how they work.
She went on to say that she and the village trustees will continue to fight for the villagers and that the law clearly states that drinking water has priority, so she has no concerns. We're going to stay on top of this as the saga unfolds. Yesterday, we discussed the actions of current Tularosa Superintendent Todd Lindsay when he was at Carrizozo as that school superintendent and what he permitted in his schools.
By the time I would get there, they would just hand me a tablet and just say, here you go. They would move me around quite frequently, or they would just leave me in a room for hours upon hours. To the point, sometimes I would just get bored and be curious enough just to walk off, because they would just leave me off. It was pretty horrible.
Folks, that should piss you off. Lindsay was quoted by a newspaper stating that bullying never occurs at his schools. Alamogordo Daily News editor Elva Osterreich was on KRWG and spoke about the upcoming Flickinger Center for the Performing Arts presentation of A Christmas Carol.
Veteran actor, well known in Otero County for countless years of dedication to area musical theater, Lauren Jackson plays old Ebenezer Scrooge with panache, and the children in the production are precious and delightful. 2 shows are still open to attend on Friday and Saturday this upcoming weekend at the Flickinger Center of Performing Arts.
Details are on the Flickinger Facebook page. The Tularosa Christmas Festival takes place December 7th. The Christmas Bazaar is from 9 until 5. The Light Parade from 6 until 7:30. The Street Dance from 8 until 10. All these events are free. We spoke with Chris Rupp.
It's about bringing the communities together this time of year. That's really what it's ultimately about. And we have decided to waive the parade fee for this year. The reason being is we all understand that the economy is not the greatest, and at that time of the year, the funds are low. And so the whole point of this is to bring people together. So we are just completely waiving the fee for the parade.
Proceeds are going to benefit the Tularosa Kiwanis Club. If you have any questions, 575-430-1002. The 4th annual Santa in the Basin is happening on Saturday, December 14th, from 1 until 3 at the Tularosa Community Church. That's 101 Central.
Santa in the Basin is a partnership of Santa on the West End, and we are an organization that helps give Christmas to the less fortunate kids and their families. We are dedicated to helping children in need at Christmas time. So what we do is we put on this event down in New Mexico in Tularosa. We decorate like a gingerbread house. Everything is all decorated nice and neat. They get to see Santa and Mrs. Claus. They get a gift, a filled stocking. We have cookie decorating. We have go fishing. We have entertainment. We have music. We have hot dogs and popcorn and hot chocolate.
To make a donation, please visit SantaOnTheWestEnd.com. If you have any questions, call Mary Barunda, 520-508-2196, or email santainthebasin@gmail.com. Please be advised of road closures on East 10th Street and East 9th between White Sands and Delaware. In addition, traffic heading eastbound on East 10th Street between White Sands and Delaware is going to be reduced to one lane due to a lane closure, and those closures will remain in effect through the week. You're invited to the Alamo Senior Center today from 1:30 until 3:30 for Santa Bingo. You can enjoy some fun holiday activities, explore Christus Health Medicare Advantage plans, play some bingo, take photos with Santa. They're going to have cookies and a holiday cakewalk and a whole lot more. Again, that's today at the Alamo Senior Center from 1:30 until 3:30.
They're going to have a snow slide, a skating rink, cookies and s'mores and food trucks, and that's from 5 to 9, and then at 6:30 that night, of course, is our annual Christmas tree lighting.
The city is still looking for food and craft vendors. Check out the city Facebook page for details. Well, today is Wednesday. Let's check in with Stephanie Hale from Thrive.
Hi, this is Stephanie Hale with Thrive in Southern New Mexico. For the 3rd year in a row, Thrive is partnering with local law enforcement agencies to host Shop with a Cop. Every child deserves to feel the magic of the season, and Shop with a Cop makes it happen. This special program connects local law enforcement with local children in need for a day of holiday shopping, smiles, and lasting memories. You can help make this season unforgettable, too. Donate today at letsthrivenm.org and choose Shop with a Cop from the drop-down menu. Every dollar brings joy, hope, and support to a child right here in our community. For more information, you can reach us at 575-437-8400 at 1601 10th Street here in Alamogordo, or jump on our website, letsthrivenm.org. That's it for this week. I'm Stephanie Hale with Thrive in Southern New Mexico, and I'll be back next week right here on Crazy Radio.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Local news from local perspectives, from local voices. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Local sports, local events, and local happenings and more. Nonprofit owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Heard daily on Crazy KALH Radio 95.1.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
The Clovis Police Department is investigating the death of a 1-year-old. Police say the infant was transported to the hospital by ambulance last Wednesday, but later passed away. Officers said the infant had bruising on his forehead and face. When police asked about the injuries, the mother told them the child fell 3 days prior and was seen by a doctor. 1 year old? The Office of the Medical Examiner is performing an autopsy to determine the cause of death. The New Mexico Department of Justice's Medicaid Fraud and Elder Abuse Division announced charges against 4 people accused of abusing residents at assisted living facilities. Salomon Sanchez, Lee Carrizales, Linda Romero, and Edward D. Bonilla Aguinanda have all been charged with abuse of a resident and could face up to 6 months in prison per count if convicted. New Mexico Attorney General Raul Torres says the arrests of Sanchez and others sends a clear message that New Mexico will not tolerate the abuse of vulnerable people. One person is dead following a house party in Myers. Detectives say an argument turned into a fight, which led to the murder of 23-year-old Gabriel Rivera. Jeremiah Salazar was arrested, and investigators are still looking for tips in this case. Authorities continue to search for a missing woman from Las Cruces. Joanne Melton Guardian was last seen a week ago on East Picacho. Anyone with any information, please report. New Mexico State Police issued more than 4,000 traffic citations and 22 arrests for impaired driving. That's across the entire state during a special operation over the Thanksgiving weekend. On any holiday weekend, it's estimated that 17% of drivers are impaired. 17%! So, I'm sorry, State Police, 22 is pathetic. From Wednesday, November 27th through Sunday, December 1st, the New Mexico State Police participated in a combined accident reduction effort, what they call CARE, which was implemented across all roadways in the state. The operation led to officers issuing over 4,000 citations, including 140 for failure to wear seatbelts. I'm sorry again, state cops, but no victim, no crime on that seatbelt thing. 22 arrests for impaired driving were made across the state, which we've already covered. Officers also investigated 48 crashes, 4 of which involved alcohol. It's been proven, time and time again, that patrolling finds more drunk drivers than checkpoints or any other method. The Commercial Vehicle Enforcement Bureau issued 64 citations for commercial vehicles and conducted 71 commercial vehicle inspections. UNM men's basketball coach Richard Pitino told reporters on Tuesday that he's not going to comment on the specifics involving an alleged incident between his players at a weekend tournament in Palm Springs.
We're handling things as a basketball program internally.
On Monday, UNM announced they were aware of this incident but did not provide any details. Chief Marketing and Communications Officer Cinnamon Blair said the university is carefully reviewing and assessing all the facts. The university said they're not going to comment any further on the matter. Sports and weather are coming up next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
There are 6 games for New Mexico girls basketball and 3 games for New Mexico varsity basketball today. All those games are up north. Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for sunny skies. Mostly clear tonight with a 30% chance for showers. Mostly sunny tomorrow with a 40% chance of showers. New rainfall amounts are expected to be less than 1/10 of an inch. Your high today in the basin, 66. Low tonight of 39. High tomorrow, 59 degrees. In Cloudcroft, sunny skies today. Mostly clear tonight with a 20% chance for snow showers. New snow accumulation is expected to be less than a half an inch. Winds will be gusting up to 13 miles per hour. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow with a 40% chance of rain and snow. New snow accumulation is expected to be less than half an inch. Winds gusting up to 13 miles per hour. Your high today for Cloudcroft, 48. Low tonight of 25. Wind chill is going to make it feel like it's 17. High tomorrow, 38. Wind chill is going to make it feel like it's 17 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.org, and learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. Well, that concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.